One, two, three.
Hi there, ho there, folks. Sorry. Welcome to your Friday night edition, of NoogaPrints, live here on TikTok. I already had a sip of this, and tonight's a good one, okay? Oh, yeah. If you're into cosplay and cool stuff, man, because I think cosplay is cool stuff, because I love seeing what people can do with it and what they turn it into and the costumes they come up with and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll try to calm down. Yes, I am trying very hard not to fangirl right now. Okay, I am. So with that being said, holy crap! I didn't realize we had gotten a few more followers. That is awesome. Hey, if you guys aren't already following the channel and you don't care, or if you don't mind to give us a follow, that'd be fantastic. I come back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern with new content that goes to the website that I share here for you guys, spending about 10 to 20 minutes talking about that. And then the rest of the stream is whatever we want to talk about, okay? Whether it's questions about the stuff that I'm putting up, how the company works, stuff like that. But we'd love to have you as a member of the group. We really do have a fun time. Also, do me a favor. If you're watching live, do me a favor. Don't share links or websites in the chat. That's we don't do that kind of thing. If you've got a need or you want to share a GoFundMe, ask about it first. Don't just throw it in the chat. That's a big no-no because we don't know what that actually goes to. So do me a favor and just hold off on that. Maybe chat with one of the moderators that we have on the channel. We've got a few of them. Anyways, I apologize for that. That was a little awkward, but it had to be said. So we are up to 461 followers here on the TikTok channel. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. We're getting so much closer to that 500, which puts us halfway to what I consider my first initial goal. I wanted to put it within reach by saying 500 first, But nonetheless, if you haven't already done your daily heart me's, if you don't care to go ahead and do that, that'd be great. It helps me. It helps you. Help me help you kind of thing, Anyway, the Facebook giveaway we've got to do tonight. It is one of our gray wolves. It needs a name. If you haven't already participated in the Facebook giveaway, do that. Facebook.com/NoogaPrints. Thank you so much for that little crown. I appreciate that. Emma for the heart me. Thank you so much. We're always trying to do right by our group, so I try to do that Facebook giveaway every week, bringing something new. It's probably not much, but it's a little way for me to say thank you and give you guys an opportunity to engage with the page and with the content, and it helps me know what people are kind of interested in, what they'd like to see more of. There's another way you can do that by shooting me an email at NoogaPrints@outlook.com. If you've got some feedback for the website, you can do that at the bottom of every page on the website. There's a section where you can give feedback. I'm all for feedback. I'll take the good with the bad. It's all good. Ultimately, it's all good. But might hurt initially, but I take that. I'll take it. No problem. So thank you guys, everybody, for taking time out of your day to spend a few minutes here with us. Also, don't forget, hey, if you're watching live on the stream tonight, or any night for that matter, any and all money that you guys put towards the TikTok channel, be it your gifts, your daily heart me's, if you guys decide to be so cool as to initiate a super fan subscription thing, all of that money goes to our Coins for Kids initiative, which is where all that money is used to print out, this, for example, this little lizard here, but just toys that we print out and we take to a local children's hospital here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let mama and daddy worry about the scary, difficult stuff. Let the kids be kids and let them kind of have something to play with. Let them go on a journey in their imagination, or go on an adventure. Let's all quote Bilbo. I'm going on an adventure. Come on, it's awesome. Anyways, that having been said, again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get into this. So, that's not out there where you guys can see it very well. The drop for tonight is called Badlands Gear. Oh yeah. You guys, if you guys are familiar with the Badlands game, it this stuff kind of reminds me of that. Kind of reminds me of the Badlands game, or maybe Mad Max, something like that. These are all really really cool stuff. We do have our Easter egg going. Oh, over here in this one, this is the first of two that we're going to be doing. This is the top of the first one, um, and it's taking a hot minute to run through, but we're going to get them done. I know there's a couple children who are don't know anything about them yet, but I think Mama and Daddy will really like them, and yeah, I think they're going to come out pretty cool. So I have not got the website up to show you what we're working with today. I'm sorry, I literally just got finished getting the stuff squared away as far as the drop for tonight, like right before the stream. It was crazy, crazy. Excuse me, how much and how complicated and stuff like that it was to get all this stuff in tonight. But I want you guys to know that I put some significant effort into making sure that we got all the T's crossed and I's dotted. I believe everything should show up on the website. We do have one of our items that I don't really like we got a little less information than what we needed for one of the items. But I digress. We'll get into this thing, and I want to show you guys these things. Okay. So again, the drop tonight is called Badlands Gear. All right. Now, the first item we have up is called the Dust Breaker Mask. That thing looks wicked, y'all. I mean, this is a one possibility of how you can have it look. Now, when I print it out, this is ultimately what I will be providing to the customers as far as what we print out. Okay, I'll print out basically everything in a single color, minus the spikes and stuff like that. We can do that in the silver, but this way it gives you guys the opportunity to make it look however you want. If you want to have like a kind of motif across it, like it's got tribal paint or whatever, you can do that. But this is one or way that somebody has it styled up that gives you an idea. The only thing that we don't include in these masks are these belt straps that you see here, because I never know exactly how much or how much of that I need to include, and plus it reduces the price even more so for me to be able to provide you guys with a less expensive product, but in a lot better quality than what you might get elsewhere. Okay. I've gone through, I've hit all the layer lines and done everything that needs to be done for these, but this thing just looks wicked. Like you could do these spikes if you wanted to. We could even like change up the coloring on them, because everything will be single color. So we could take these spikes and we could do them in a dual color kind of look, to where you've got like a black and a gold if you wanted to have them like that, or red and gold or whatever. We can do that kind of thing. I think it would look really really wicked looking. Oh, thank you so much, Lemon Lulu. I appreciate that, Heart Me. That is very kind of you. I appreciate you stopping by, even if it was just to do that. I hope you have yourself a fantastic evening, ma'am. This one starts at $20. $20 is the small size, and it does have it listed. I apologize, I don't do the conversion when it comes to centimeters to inches here on the stream. I honestly didn't have time to do it today, even if I had wanted to. But it does tell you that belts are not included on here, which is the straps that go around the sides here. That's the only thing that's not included. They do have little slots in the sides of it though that will allow you to put those in. Now this goes, the small is $20, the medium is $30, and it goes up by 10. So the large is going to be $40. Again, it does have the measurements here, but nonetheless, the larger sizes, of course, equates to more plastic being used. You will get these eye sockets covered to where you don't just see your own human eyes sticking out there. They'll be graded like that, which is really cool. That's a nice addition to it. I love that we've got that included in there. Again, I really love this drop. This is some sick stuff. We've got a seriously cool cosplay section starting to build out here. Next up, we have the Rust Bite mask, which this reminds me of one of the a scene from the newest Mad Max movie where he's being put on the front of a truck or something like that. He's got like a muzzle. Ooh. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning. Goodness gracious. Maybe I need to take a breath every now and then. But it looks really cool like this. And again, you can when I print it out, it'll look kind of like this. Okay. And you can go in and again, use like an antiquing or a wash kind of thing in like a brown and red or whatever to kind of get this look, and then go in and paint the edges of the teeth. But that just looks wicked. Absolutely wicked. This also comes in 3 different sizes. Again, the straps are not included on these, or the belts, however you want to refer to them. Because some folks might not want to use, a either a leather strap or, I don't know, the stretchy Velcro stuff. Maybe somebody wants to use like a small style chain or something like that for it, to kind of give it that even more, I don't know, post-apocalyptic, freaky kind of look, There's so much you can do with these. Like you could have something kind of hanging from the jaw too to kind of cover your neck, like a chainmail kind of thing or something. I don't know. There's just so much that can be done. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, dude, I should have waited to do that. Okay, so this one starts at 10. Again, it does have the 3 sizes here for small, medium, and large. The small is 10, medium is 15, and then large is 20. There's not as much of a size difference or an amount difference in the amount of plastic that's used between the 3 of these. But yeah, really cool. Taking a deep breath. Blowing it all out over the person next to me. That's a Pantera quote, by the way, if you haven't figured that out yet, or if you didn't recognize that off the rip. Anyway, next up we've got the Worm Crest helmet. This one just kind of sits. I know it's going to sound funny, but it just kind of sits on top of your head. But this is one artist rendering of it. I actually like the way this looks. I think this looks pretty freaking sweet. Like it almost, like I don't know, man. That looks pretty awesome to me. But here it is from the side. A rear view of it. You got the dragon scales there, or the dragon bone, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that just, dude, I don't know who you are. Like I said, I don't care who you are. This is just wicked looking. See, there's a character I'm thinking of. I think it was in Willow, the main baddie witch lady. When she put her helmet, or when she's wearing her helmet, and maybe even the main baddie from the first Highlander movie. What was his name? The Korgan or Grok? Oh, dude, I need to hand over my geek card here. But that kind of reminds me of his helmet too. But of course, both of those were in all black. But nonetheless, this is the small. The small is 20. Medium is 30. Of course, large is 40. That's kind of the way it goes with the ones that cover more of your head or more of your face. Is they're going to be the more expensive ones. That's just the way it goes, Yes, Queen Bavmorda. Bavmorda. Sorry. Anyway, Next up, this was probably my favorite one of the whole drop right here. The Hell Watch mask, and it's I'm not gonna lie, it's mainly because of the socketed eye here. I think that just looks wicked on there, wicked cool. And again, I like the solid white one. I think that would be pretty sweet looking, but that's just me. Here's one a different artist rendering of it, or different style on it. Where they just changed up the color just a little bit, like left the mask itself like a bone color, and then did the red on the slots there. And then there's with it all the artistry added to it. Hey there, Jazzy, how you doing? How you doing? And the Kurgan, that was it. Thank you so much, Mad Mom. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, you come in clutch like every stream. I so appreciate you being here. And again, the straps are not included on these. These should be rather inexpensive for anybody to obtain, but I say that because if as long as I'm not the one getting it, it's going to make it a little cheaper. Because if I have to add the price of that into the helmet or the mask, and then because I have to pay for shipping and all the things. If you buy it, you could probably get this at Hobby Lobby or in the crafts section at Walmart or something like that, and get it for a steal. Whereas I'd be ordering it, for sure, like from Amazon or something, and I'm probably going to wind up getting charged extra because I'll pick the first thing I click on, kind of thing. But nonetheless, that's just wicked. Could you imagine somebody walking up that's got like a hood that's attached to that at the back, so that way you can't really see their head there? And yeah, totally. Yes, I am totally fangirling out, and it's because of this one. This is the one that I'm gonna fangirl out on. That's just the way it is. All ski and junk, it's craziness. Let's see. Next up, oh, sorry, the prices. Next, this is again, the 20, 30, 40 thing. It's 20 for the small, 30 for the medium, and then 40 for the large. Next up, we have the Badlands Tyrant Crown. Now, see, this one, they give us, it's supposed to have 3 different options, but I don't have any size or like numbers for as far as like the dimensions for the medium and the small, which is kind of sad. I want to say it's probably, the sizing's probably similar as far as the decrease in size to like what they do on the helmets and other stuff, but I'm not sure. I can't be certain on that. So as soon as I find out, I'll make sure to update that. But this is really cool though. I really like this one. Like, again, small, medium, and large. It starts at 15, then goes to 20, and then 25 for the large. But see, there it is. They just did this one in marble. Like, that even looks cool. Just the marble there, Like, oh man. But now this multicolor one does look pretty flippin' snazzy, if I do say so myself. And this is probably what it would come out looking like if we, printed it. Because, yeah. Anyway, here's with a young lady wearing it. I'm sure that septum piercing probably did not feel great. I was asked about who the young lady was in one of the other pictures on the website, and I'm not sure who these women are, to be honest with you. But I know they do a good job. Like all the models do, the guys and the gals do a great job of like they're almost using their imagination to show off the part. And you see there, she's kind of got that yeah kind of look. So I mean, it fits. Like the guys are all like yeah or whatever. I don't know. Now, last but not least is the Hunter's Reckoning necklace. Now, it says here that the actual necklace cord is not included. That is true. Because, again, I don't know if you're going to want to use paracord, if you're going to want to use, like, the necklace material, or the stuff that they use for, like, paracord, leather strap, or, like, I don't know, yarn. Who am I to know what you know what it is you're looking for, and what colors and stuff like that you want, or what material you want. But it has a magnetic clasp here where each piece just magnetically attaches. I love the fact that they use that braided leather though. That actually looks pretty sweet. So you get all of these pieces plus the clasp is what actually comes in it. Okay, and you can see there where the leather strap is. But dude, man, I mean, come on, bro. Like the right costume, that would set it off, man. I mean, you could even if you're not even doing like cosplay stuff, man. If you wanted to have something like this to wear to like a D&D session or something like that, and you're playing an orc and this is your talisman or something, I mean, I don't know. That would be friggin' awesome. Like any of this stuff would be sweet. But just saying, and this is only one size, because of course you decide the size with regards to the length of the cord you use, and it's $15. I didn't think that was a very bad price. I love the content tonight. It's absolutely fabulous, 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 fabulous. I tell you, just straight awesome stuff. Sorry, I just like spit on my monitor there. But yeah, that stuff is like the bee's knees or if a bee had knees. Not that I know of many bees that have knees. But we need to get something else brought up here because we've got something else to work on tonight. I am almost certain of that because it is Friday night. And what do we do on Friday nights? We do the weekly Facebook giveaway drawing on Friday nights. So, I need to make sure as to whether or not we've had anybody else comment on said weekly giveaway. We have not. Okay, guys and gals, that means we got some stuff and things to do. Wow, we had 7 shares on this thing this week. Thank you guys so much for sharing this thing out. I have not done any of the numbers. I have not written down any of the names because, like I said, I was having to haul butt to get all this stuff done. So, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend here with us. What would you guys say was probably, if you guys had a favorite, if this was something you're kind of digging, what would you guys say is probably your favorite of the items that we had dropped tonight? Would you mind sharing that? The mask. Oh my god. Dirty-dur. There's old Corey coming in clutch. I'm trying to get these names wrote down real quick here. I don't want there to be silence on here, but at the same time, I'm trying my best here. The mask. I left and came back, so I only saw the first one. Well, dang. See, that's what happens, man. You gotta stick around for the whole deal, yo. The whole deal. Because 9 times out of 10, there's not gonna be just one item. And you know this, man. All right, we got those, and we got those. These are some pretty cool name options. Thank you guys so much for. I love this stuff. You guys throwing them out here and just doing the things. All right, there's the names for those. Let's see. Okay. Thank you guys. If you guys don't, you know what? I was going to try to do this where everybody, whether you're live or not, would be able to come back and check it. But I think I'm just going to cut it here. Leave you future folks in suspense. So with that being said, future folks, toodles.